Dependable, you know.
All right. Welcome to a special Friday night episode. We got reported, but I don't know why. Oh, reposted this stream. I thought it was reported. Thank you, Petty. We appreciate you reposting it. Okay, it's being reposted by Arthur Morgan too. Morgan. All right, guys. Welcome to a special Friday night evening episode of Talking Iowa Hawkeye Sports. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, share it, leave comments tonight as we talk about all things Iowa Hawkeyes tonight. Portal talk, women's talk, men's talk. We're going to do it all tonight. And so we appreciate you guys watching, and let's definitely do this. Okay. First of all, let's just get the worst part of the day over first. Okay. Iowa going down to defeat. I assume, as we speaking, we're still wrestling with Keeter at heavyweight. Is that correct? Is he still wrestling, or has he been pinned by now or something?
It's 0-0 in the second quarter.
Okay. So anyway, Iowa's losing big time. So far, they've only got one match. Nassar Bailey won that match. Guys, let's just have a quick discussion about Iowa wrestling. Is it where it needs to be? Will we looking so much toward Penn State that we got passed up by Nebraska and Ohio State and along the way, and possibly Oklahoma State later this year? I mean, what's going on? We got Drake Ayala with a 4-5 record, a losing record, a national runner-up 2 years in a row, I believe. And so I'd like to know, guys, what do you think? Let's put it in the comments. What's going on with Iowa wrestling? And as you guys know by now, everybody knows that we lost that how do you say his name? Edin. He was no longer part of the roster. Many stories on many different websites today I read, all saying basically the same thing, that Tom Brands took him off the team because he didn't want to pay him NIL money anymore, supposedly because he does have a neck injury and he was told by his doctors not to get on the mat. And Brands wanted him to wrestle, take some cortisone shots, and get on the mat and wrestle. He refused to do that. Brands decided they needed a meeting. And so on the same day Brands had a meeting, he had a baby. And so he was at the hospital with his wife having a baby. Is that all true or not? I don't know, but too many sources out there. Too many sources out there are saying the same thing. So I've got to believe that some of that is true, or part of it's true, or all of it's true. But yeah, I've seen it all over the internet and several different social medias today. So that okay.
Ain't gonna get a word out of me on that because I don't know if any of it's true. You know.
Yeah, I know.
I see on the internet every day that we never landed on the moon, but I don't know. I'm not gonna comment because I don't know.
So. We did. I can guarantee you we did. I promise you we landed on the moon.
I know we did. Okay. I know we did because we can fly over and see our lunar landers still sitting there, you know. So anyway, I'm just saying I don't believe what's on the internet, so I'm not going to comment on that.
Okay.
So.
All righty. Well, anyway, we're not getting any comments on the wrestling team. That's fine, guys. That's okay. So let's just say it looks like we're going to go down to defeat with 1 or 2 wins. I don't know. Definitely one.
Scooters behind 4-2 with 1:20 to go.
Yeah, this probably has
So
to be the worst.
we're gonna have one. We're probably gonna have one win.
Yeah,
so
this is going to be the worst shellacking we ever took from Penn State. Penn State came ready. I don't know. Our guys just don't seem to wrestle with enthusiasm and heart anymore. Now, I did want to say my usual wrestling expert, Jared, normally, who comes on here a lot with a lot of wrestling details. He's got all the inside stuff. He did tell me he thought there was something going on in the wrestling room, but he said,
Mhm.
an idea of that. He said, watch the wrestlers tonight. Do they feel like they're going to go through the motion, or do they wrestling hard? And I thought despite losing, I thought the guys all wrestled hard. They all looked like they wanted to win the matches that they were in. I don't think anybody came out there and just laid an egg and just went through the motions. So,
by the way, happy birthday to Jared today.
okay, happy birthday, Jared.
You're wrestling guy. It's today's his birthday.
Yeah, I wished him a happy birthday today. He thanked me.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. Let's see. Where do I want to start with this? Let's start with this young lady, Hattie Deal.
Oh, we're leaving wrestling?
Yes, we're leaving wrestling.
Okay, because there's like 5 seconds left here.
Well, we're going to lose anyway. Just give us the final
3, 2,
score.
1, and Keeter lost 4-3. So,
okay. All righty. What's the final team score up there? They have it?
Like 32-3 or something like that. 79 consecutive dual wins for Penn State, which is an NCAA record.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised we never had that. I'm surprised.
We would have had Dan would have had a long one. I mean, he was at like 58 in a row, something like that. Chuck Yagla would know. But anyway, we went to Cal State Bakersfield and got upset. Joe Say was the coach out there, and he upset us like 19-18 or something. And then so Oklahoma State hired him as their coach, and so that was the big upset that threw Dan off his long winning streak. So.
Well, let's talk about this young lady, Addie Deal.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, she had a game, 18 points. I don't remember how many rebounds and blah blah blah, all that stuff. But she came to play last night. Now, as you pointed out, and I did notice that I started watching for it. She wasn't doing a very good job of guarding the three. They did hit 10 threes, and she probably gave up a lot of those when she was in the game. I noticed they weren't hitting threes when she was sitting on the bench.
Yeah, she was playing freshman defense, Taylor McCabe was terrible at defense, for 2 or 3 years, and Kylie Feuerbach wasn't that great a defensive player first year at Iowa. That's something that she's still a young one. So
yeah. So okay, so they have an 18-point lead against Oregon, which we know they did, and I think they win by 8 at the end of the game, hanging on for dear life. Because I think the game actually got a little closer than the 8 at the end. So let me do this, okay? I think I got my stuff figured out here on my screenshots to know who is who, okay?
I'm the guy in the Vanami shirt.
Vanami shirt. So, just a question for you. So you didn't think she looked like a man last night? I know she's a woman, but you didn't think there was anything manly about this person?
I didn't think it was very nice to say something like that. That's just the way I am as a person. I don't think anybody should make fun of what somebody looks like. Or...
Okay. Here we go. Okay, this is what I wanted. I wanted to get the stats. I made sure I got the women's stats and I got the thing. I believe she was number 0. Her name is Astra Tunina.
She's from Kosovo, over there in Europe, war-torn Kosovo.
Okay.
And then she was forced over into Spain when she was like 13, 14 years old and played and was just a tremendous basketball player. I think she played at Washington State and transferred to Oregon.
Yeah. So. Now I would like to say Wet Shark said you mean his name. But I'm going to say right now, I know it's a woman. I just wanted to point out the fact that I thought she looked like a man. But anyway, I'm going to move past that. I don't want to.
I would think so, Dean. I mean, people can make fun of me the way I look, which is fine. They make fun of me,
like you said earlier. How do people look at me? They see a short, fat, old, bald man when they look at me.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I don't judge people by the way they look.
Yeah. Okay.
I know one thing. She's a good basketball player. She don't get to play a lot, but.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Here's okay. Deal had 7 of 9 last night. 4 for 4. 3 rebounds. This says she fouled out. I don't remember her falling out. Do you?
I don't, but.
Okay. 18 points. And assist 1. Turnover 1. She only had 1 turnover. Okay. Yep. 1 block, but she was a -2 while she was in the game.
That don't matter.
Yeah. Stokey, 7 for 12, 4 for 9 on free throws. She's got to work on those free throws. Getting back to if she get back to where she was last year, I would be happy. Okay. She had 8 total rebounds. Okay, I misread that. Addie Deal had 0 fouls.
Yeah.
Stokey had 2 fouls, but she had 18 points, 8 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block. Ava Hayden.
Yeah. Were you talking about Hannah?
Yeah. What did I say?
I know that she had 8. Didn't she have 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists?
What did I say?
She almost had a triple-double.
Yeah, she came very close to a triple-double.
I thought you said I could have heard you wrong, but I thought you said she had 2 assists. But anyway, it don't matter.
She had 0 assists. I'm sorry.
8.
Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. She had 8 assists. 8 assists. Yeah. 8 assists, 8 rebounds, 18 total points. So she had. I mean, God, if this had been Lisa Bluter, she'd have left her in the game to get her triple-double. Or that. Anyway, Ava Hayden, 6 for 12, 1 for 2 at the free throw line, 9 total rebounds. They say that matched a career high for her. I did not know that. She had 13 total points, 1 turnover. Not her usual productive night. Taylor McCabe, 1 for 5 on 3-point shooting and only 3 points. So 2 assists. Is there any reason to be leaving her in the game? Is it now time to move on and maybe play Strimlow over her now that Kylie's back?
I don't know. Strimlow had a way worse game than McCabe.
Oh, she only played 12 minutes though.
But But Stremlo wasn't very good last night. I don't think you bench McCabe for having one off night shooting. She's been playing really good.
Yeah. Well, Strimlo, I mean, we don't know how good or bad she was. She was only played 12 minutes, was 0 for 1, only took one shot, had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. Well, that probably got her on the bench more. She was a -4. And I know that Jan's really big on those statistics, so those minuses and those pluses mean a lot to her.
I don't think anything will happen with the starting lineup in the foreseeable future. I mean,
Yeah.
I seen on the internet today that Addie Deal ought to start from now on. And it's like, well, she had one good game.
Yeah. We're not going to say she has arrived yet. Kylie Fierbach, 11 points, 5 assists.
I think she only took 2 3-pointers, didn't she? Didn't she go like 2 for 6 from 3-pointers? And that was, I don't think she shot any layups or anything, Kylie.
Nope. She was 2 for 6 at 3-pointers, but she was 5 at 6 on the free throw line. Thank goodness somebody got her free throws. And she had 1 rebound. Chastity Wright, otherwise known as Chit Chat, the only other significant person of anything on the team last night. 3 for 9, 3 for 8. That means she only took 1 2-point shot last night. 4 total rebounds. Okay, hang on. 9 points, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, and 1 block. She had a block? Holy cow, the little girl had a block. Yeah, this is a picture in the first half taken from a video of Addie Deal getting one of her 2 points last night.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what some people have to say. I've been kind of ignoring the thing. Okay. The upcoming Iowa-Michigan State women's game on Saturday. The betting line favors Michigan State as a 4.5 favorite. I'm not shocked. Even though we're at home, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. We're going to actually preview that game.
I know the ESPN predictor has us like a 59% chance of winning. I think Michigan State's a really, really good team, but I'm shocked that they're a favorite on Iowa's court. If it's at Michigan State, I'd understand being an underdog. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, here's this crazy stat. Oregon took 61 shots, hit 26. Iowa took 58 shots, hit 27. We won the percentage battle there with 46% compared to 42. They won the 3-point contest, 10 for 23. We were 10 for 24. So they got a 43%. We got a 41. 5 for 4 on free throws, and we were 10 for 17. They got 80% on free throw, 58.8%. That's just dismal. Jan, get them guys working. Get them working on those free throws. We need them. That's going to come down. There's going to be a game where those free throws are going to matter. It really is, and we need those to show up.
Maybe we'll hit all of them when they matter.
I hope so.
Yeah.
But yeah, they won the steal battle 6-5. They won the block shot battle 4-1. We won the assist battle. We won the painting the thing. We only had 11 personal fouls. They had 22. So that being said, I just think the story of the night was Addie Deal, and that just made it so fun. And I know that the game was. I don't know that wow, what was that? Something in my ear just rang. The thing I get, in my eyes, I was never, even though they kept coming back on us every time we start to build a lead, but Oregon was good, so I know they would come back. But we held their big score. What's her name? Bezo? I think we held her to just 9 points last night. And so we did a good job there. Yeah. Cyhawk C Money says free throw line is going to be the death of us. It could be. Cyhawk See Him Money also says Addie the real deal. Yeah, I think were you the first one to call her real deal?
I think there's T-shirts out there that say that in the NIL store.
Oh, I got it. I know which NIL store you're talking about. I can't remember the name, but I don't put it in my head unless I need to know it.
I think before she ever got to Iowa, you could buy real deal Addie the real deal T-shirts. I think, but anyway.
Yeah, she proved last night she was a real deal.
I thought Iowa probably about played their best game of the season overall. That was, for until those last few minutes when she put in reserve players, but and the passing, that was the best passing. Iowa really passed the ball good last night, I thought, but anyway.
Okay, yeah, alrighty.
Well, let's take a quick look. Just my opinion, but
okay, on Sunday night at 7 p.m., which is weird for a Sunday night game. We play. Okay, hang on for a
Michigan State.
We play Michigan State. Yeah, I was trying to get my facts down here real quick. I try to have all this stuff lined up before we go.
Yeah, folks, don't expect a Sunday night pod because I'm watching the Iowa women play. I'll tell you that. So.
We're going to watch the Iowa women is correct.
Okay. And then the next night's the college championship game. So
Monday night, yeah. Might have to stay home. Okay.
Did I stretch it out enough so you found what you're looking for, Dean?
Yeah. I might have to refer to the stats because Iowa's scouting report didn't have much on the Spartans. Just that they're 17-1, 6-1. Iowa's 6-0, so they've played one more game for us. And this is the best start in their school history. And they had a great, I believe it was a comeback win, 73-71 over Nebraska Thursday night. So I know that that was a comeback win, right? It was a comeback. They were behind. Okay. Michigan State has now won 10 in a row. Their longest winning streak since winning their first 10 contests last season. 6-1 Big Ten record also matches its. Saying what it says. Is also their best conference start since the 96-97 season, when also going 6-1 on their way to 8-1 in league play. 8-1. That means in 97 they only played 9 league games. That either has to be a typo or something.
Well, maybe they said maybe.
This is funny. More people have picking up on the Hawkeyes. Says, is it just me or was there a guy playing for Oregon last night?
There was not a guy playing for Oregon. So.
Yeah, I fully believe she was a woman. I believe that. I don't want to start rumors that was a man. Okay. Let me see if I can find the Sparty stats here. I think I got them. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, that's Indiana. Why do I have Indiana? That's for the men. Where's the women? Okay, I have the women. I can verify now. Okay. Mm-hmm. All righty. So Grace Van Sluten is their big gun, or their gunette, if you want to call her a gunette. And so, did I forget to put her picture up here? Huh. Mm-hmm.
They have 2 main players that a lot of their points go through.
Yeah. So. Well, yeah. Anyway, I had her picture. I don't know what happened to it. I forgot to put it here. Okay. Mm-hmm. So Michigan State, Grace Van Sluten, averages about 25 minutes a game. She's only taken 1 3-pointer this year and has made it. She's 52% on field goals, 64% on free throws. Where's her points? I'll find it. There it is. She averages 15 points a game. Then you got Kennedy. Gosh, guys. Kennedy Blair. I'm sorry, guys. I got to start putting these on my tablet where I can read them. She averages 13 point a game. Rashinda Jones averages 13. Let's see. Who else? What we got? They got a girl averaging 10.6, one for 9.8, one for 9.6, 1, 2, 3. So just by the looks of the scoring, those are the 6 most dangerous players on the team. The other 3 that I didn't mention by name are Thurn Hallock, Jalen Brown, and Esleen Alexander. If you guys have anybody else on there that you think I should mention.
Halleck or whatever her name is. We've seen her play for Michigan State before. She's a good player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she wasn't in your top 6 scorers, so.
Didn't I mention her? I thought I did.
Kind of
I mispronounced her. I mispronounced her name. She's the number 4 scorer on the team.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay, if Erod doesn't play soon, I think she's definitely transferring. Let's talk about that.
Who?
Erod, otherwise known as Emily Rodriguez. Okay.
Oh.
So, guys, as far as Emily goes, Chad Lysical put out a great article on Hawk Central, and it's not a subscription article, so you should be able to read the article for free. He talks a little bit about her situation. The fact that she's been out this long with a back injury. He's not saying this is for sure because he has no inside info, but he just feels like this is somebody who's going to hit the transfer portal and work on getting a medical red shirt. But he also said that getting a medical red shirt is going to have to do a lot of paperwork to prove that she was injured as bad as she was and could not play. And then she can't play. And if she goes for a medical red shirt, she cannot play in any games this semester at all.
It's not easy to get a medical red shirt. I don't think, unless their back's really, really bad and they have X-rays and all that. But the good news about Emily was Chad probably didn't notice last night, but she actually was out on the court and doing the stretches, which she hadn't done. So her back was feeling good enough that she was out there doing not all the calisthenics, but some of them, like to loosen her back up. And
so she wasn't in street clothes last night.
No, hell no. She's been in not warm ups, but like sweats for several games in a row. And then I seen her signing autographs. Jason put up a video of the team afterwards, and she was there signing autographs for kids and stuff. So
that's good, and that actually is good news. I like to hear that. I really do.
Yeah, I don't know why
that probably means yeah.
I don't know why people would write an article and then say, I don't really have any concrete evidence of this, but I don't know. I'm different, I guess. I don't know.
Well, anyway, Chad went on to say too that didn't think she fit the culture and that maybe she'd be better off moving on. But we're going to leave that there because nobody knows what's going on except for the people behind the scenes.
Yeah, I was a little positive about on the On3 thing last night. They always report what's going on the court beforehand. You know, if anybody's warming up or not warming up and they might miss the game or whatever. And they said that for the first time, Emily was out there, you know, doing them stretches and you know what I mean, Dean. she wasn't jumping around and everything or shooting or anything like that, but she was out sitting on the floor doing all them stretches, which would maybe help her back sitting on the chairs the rest of the game and all that stuff. But
well,
anyway.
Collector's Dream says, according to Skim Milky, and I know that you think highly of this Skim Milky person.
That's Skim Mulkey. It's not Milky, it's Mulkey with a U, but she is not she. I don't know if it's a she or he, but it's like they're never wrong. That person's never wrong. But.
Well, if you go to their X, I looked at it. It actually says Milky, and he's got Milky on here too.
Oh, okay.
Okay. She is fine if she doesn't play this month. I think she's just planning to transfer and has to live in Iowa to collect NIL money. We'll see.
Oh, that's what Skim said.
Yeah.
Okay.
And and Skim is also one that says we have a new women's recruit, but to be named later.
I guess we're gonna, from what you hear, we're gonna find out during the week next week. But,
well, yeah, would be a good time to find out. Okay. Yeah. And we got some guys, hang in there. We got some football stuff to talk about coming up after we do the men's basketball. Okay. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
We're about to find out the name already. Skims, it says yes, that was Skim says she has named the recruit. I'll look it up. Okay. I wonder if it's anything we know about.
A lot of people thought it was that Jada girl from Wisconsin, Hubert or something like that.
That's because she was at the game last week, right? She was visiting.
Yeah, she was. Wait, was she the one that? I don't know if she was one at the game. I think so.
Okay.
A week and a half ago.
All right. Okay. So here's Michigan State.
Two gals from Wisconsin were there, and then at the last game was some girls from Minnesota, I think. But anyway, go ahead, Dean.
All right. Okay. So Michigan State averages 87 points a game. They only give up 59 points a game, so they're real defensive oriented. It looks like. Field goals, they shoot 50%. Their opponents shoot 38, 39%. 3-point, they shoot 38%. Their opponents only shoot 30%. That probably means they get out there and guard the perimeter pretty well. They make 8 threes a game. Their opponents make 6. Free throws, they're at 70%, and their opponents are at 72%. Again, that's just something you can't control either way or home, I think. I just think that's a stat that you get.
I looked at the stats, Iowa's stats and Michigan State's stats, and the only stat I think that Iowa was better at than them was Iowa was averaging like 41 rebounds a game, and Michigan State was at 38.6 or something. Michigan State's all their percentages were higher as far as shooting, and turnovers were a little lower than Iowa, of course, and stuff like that. Go ahead, Dean.
Oh, well, it's actually 37 rebounds. At least I took this off of their official website after I got chastised for using a Google website. They average 12 steals a game, 4 blocks a game, almost 5. Okay. They average at home. This is crazy. I don't know if I got this right or not, but they average 3,700 people at home. So, wow. If they're not used to cover Hawkeye, they're about to find out what a full arena looks like.
Well, they've played here before. But, that's what Iowa was averaging before Caitlin. So
yeah. Okay, and everybody knows their only loss is to Wisconsin, an upstart Wisconsin team. Yeah, they beat Wisconsin back when that was when their single early December game. So, but so far I want to see who they play so we can kind of compare notes. Okay, so they have beat Nebraska. They beat Oregon at Oregon. They beat Washington at Washington. They beat Illinois. They won at Indiana, and they beat Rutgers for all their Big Ten games, and their only Big Ten loss is to Wisconsin, which, Wisconsin might beat some other people. Okay. Wow. Nebraska comes to town. I think, yeah. That Nebraska comes to town and they can only muster up 4,200 fans. Is that crazy or what?
Well, that's probably what they average. Well, you laugh, but like I said before, Caitlin Clark, that's what Iowa was averaging. You didn't make fun of Iowa. You didn't make fun of Iowa's attendance. Before Caitlin Clark. Probably thought
Iowa was averaging. I thought before we had a team worth bragging about before Caitlin Clark. I'm not saying we sold out, but I thought we were up around 8, 9, 10,000 a lot.
I don't think so. Caitlin, after her first year was COVID. Nobody watching the games, but her second year, they used to put curtains up to hide all the empty seats up at the top, and they finally raised the curtains up when Caitlin was a sophomore. But.
All right. Okay, Collector says that the commitment prediction is Jada Siebert. How did you say her name before?
Yeah, I thought it was Subert or something.
Subert.
I thought there was a U. We'll I thought there was a U. I thought there was a U in it, but she's a tall point guard. She's a tall point guard and she's young yet. It ain't like she's coming next year, But anyway, a year ago she was only shooting like 20% from three, and this year she's up to 42%. Here she is, 5'10", 2029. No,
so she ain't coming for a few
2020. Years. No, 2027. So she would be a junior this year. So,
a junior this year.
Yeah, that was the one that was rumored, but I never seen an actual anybody photo. I like to see a photo. What do you call that? A screenshot? People say Skim Milky says something, but I want to see the screenshot where it actually says that Skim Milky said this, But anyway,
not a fake account.
Well, I don't want somebody to just tell me. I don't want somebody to just tell me that Skim said it. I want to see the screenshot, But
all right. Well, anyway, she is from Wisconsin. Skim says she's a top 100 player and more than likely a 4-star. She's
top 30 right now.
Collector says that he subscribes to Skim's Discord. It's legit.
Cool.
Okay. I do follow him or her on X.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Should we move on to the men? I don't know
and
how much
Skim is never. I've never known her to be wrong on anything. So, if it's a her,
yeah, him or her, yeah, him or her. Okay. So let's talk about these guys. Whoops, I got the wrong one. Hang on.
Well,
did I forget to post that one too?
Some of you people would think that all them people pictured are guys, but that's because it's been not right. But
there we go. That's what I want right there. The guys on the airplane going to Indiana. I think we can win that game, but let's talk about, first of all,
I was favored by point spread. But.
We also want to point out that a certain person named Bennett Sturts made the mid-season All-American team.
Yeah.
There we go.
Third team, I think.
Okay. Not bad, because I really, as much as he's probably Iowa's most valuable player, I just didn't see him being right now the way he's going. So, anyway, Iowa needs a quad one victory. We don't have one yet. We get a chance to get that one at Indiana. Iowa's won 5 of the 6 meetings against Indiana recently, but just 3 of the last 10 at Bloomington. Okay. I got some things I wanted to talk about this game. Anyway, I'm going to be honest with you, I was actually shocked that this game was closer than I expected it to be.
Me too. I was literally gonna have I was literally having a heart attack when Iowa was up by 9 in the second half.
Yeah.
That was shocking. So
yeah. I never got excited though, but when they were up, because, and blame me if you have to, but golly, I just felt like we were never going to be able to hold it.
I was just in shock.
Yeah. So I want to read. Here's a quote from Ben McCollum's press conference afterwards. And it's a little bit on the long side. It's a couple paragraphs, but I thought this was kind of telling with Ben. Okay, he goes, I thought we came out and played well. I thought our offense was clicking again. Hang on for a second. All right, I can't find it. Dang it. Always when I need it, I can't find it. All righty. Okay. There it is. All righty. Here we go. All righty. I thought we came out and played well. I thought our offense was clicking again. We got it kind of corrected a little bit and it was great. I thought defensively we were good for about 30 minutes, and then we just decided we weren't going to be in ball screen coverage anymore, and they were able to get downhill. I think as you learn how to win, one of those things that you need to be able to do late in games, get big, get tough stops, and we were just not good enough tonight to be able to do that. I'm hopeful that we will stick it with what we've been doing, and we get a little bit better. It was good for the most part, but I look at these turnovers. 13 turnovers isn't good enough on the road. Obviously, free throw differential continues to be a thing, so we have to get a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Iowa's getting the calls on the road, for sure. I don't think they're getting the calls at home either. I mean, I think that was proven in the Purdue game. I just think a lot of what's going on. No, they are on the road at Purdue. Sorry, I take that back. But still, they're still not getting the calls on the road. I think because it's Ben McCollum's first year. I just fully believe that they're not going to do him any favors. He's got to earn it. Somehow he's got to earn it. His guys have got to earn it. I think they're on the verge of turning the corner on these close games, because, they have lost. I believe they've only been blown out in one game this year. Am I not right? Because
Michigan
they had
State
a chance.
one.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. But they had a chance to win at Minnesota. They had a chance to beat Purdue. They had a chance. Who was the other game that we had this week?
We had Iowa State, and then the officials took over. I mean,
yeah. Home cooking at Hilton. By the way, people, there's a AI article out there that says Hilton's on fire, so don't believe them. I don't think it is.
Well, I know it's not.
Yeah. Okay, it says Sturts will peak in the tournament. By the way, collectors, thank you for your information tonight. Come back and check the rest of the stream tomorrow. Thank you for watching.
I really appreciate that.
Okay. Sturts will peak to the tournament. What else we got up there? The arena was rocking. Okay, here we go. And the last one is Sturts took some bad shots during the game. Late. Do you think he was forcing them?
Well, he was told to take them, I think, because when they ran down, they didn't have any. When you run down out of time, somebody's got to take them. You know, who else you want to take them?
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. So, anywho, it's just kind of like Go ahead.
The thing I heard Ben say was that they're getting better, and he said we're going to be all right, like that. So I like that he said that we're going to be all right. You know, so I know our record in the Big Ten don't look good right now, but he said we're going to be all right, and I have faith. I have faith too. I think so.
Yeah. Thank you, collectors. He said make sure we all like and subscribe. I do appreciate you reminding everybody to do that. Everybody, the subscription button's right in front of you. Right now, there's 140 of you online. That'd be good enough to put me over 700 plus subscribers if you would do that right now, please, and have us well on the way to 800. Okay, so I'm going to just move on. We're going to leave the Purdue game because I know it's been talked about and it's been a couple days. Let's talk about what scouting Indiana. We got Indiana tomorrow, 11 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock your guys' time, okay? The Hoosiers have dropped 2 straight games against Nebraska, 83-77, and at Michigan State, 81-60. So they are 12-5 overall, 3-3 in Big Ten play. Yeah, they lost to an undefeated Nebraska team by 5 points, or 6. I'm sorry, 6. And at Michigan State, well, everybody loses at Michigan State. You know, even some of the best teams don't come away with a victory. Okay. So Indiana started the season with 7 straight wins before losing 3 of 4. The Hoosiers have Big Ten victories over Penn State, Washington, and Maryland. Penn State is 10-1 inside of Assembly Hall this year. The Hoosiers have 4 players averaging in double figures, with Lamar Wilkerson leading the team with 20.2 scoring average, which ranks 4th in the Big Ten. He has a league best 61 three-pointers, 7th nationally, while shooting a big best 42% from the long range. So they got to know where he's at all the time. They've got to be putting a finger on him or nose on him or whatever they got to do. And here's one. Everybody was reasonably hoped that DeVries was coming because they thought to Iowa, because they thought Tucker DeVries would come with them, obviously, but he did go to Indiana. He averages 14.8 points a game. A team high 4.9 rebounds. How tall is this guy? Guard Tatum Conneray averages 11.9, and he has a team high 77 assists and 25 steals. Oh, he's a little wild. Reed Bailey chips in 10 points per game. The Hoosiers are 6th in the Big Ten, averaging 83 points a game, and surrendering 68.8. That's about where Iowa would land. So we got to keep Indiana probably under 70 points to have a chance to win, because that's been kind of looking at what Iowa's been doing scoring wise in the Big Ten. And so if we can score over 70 and keep them under 70, we should be fine. The Hoosiers are, let's see what we got. They shoot 48% from the field and average 10 threes a game. Okay, so that's pretty much all I got on Indiana, guys. Okay, and Seahawk says need to play Houston more. I think so too. I got a feeling because his defense doesn't look that great, and Ben don't like people who don't play defense, and so he may be getting sparingly minutes because he has to play them. But I think he has to earn his minutes by playing defense. And I think at this point, if Houston hasn't learned how to play defense, he's not going to. But I think he's got to come in when we need 3-point shooters. He needs to be in the game. Just like that
Caker,
game, we needed 3 points. Which game was he in there at the end? He took one of the 3 shots, 3-pointer shots at the end of the game. And his actually rimmed in and out.
it was Minnesota, was it?
I don't remember. We lost to Minnesota by 3, I think.
Yeah. Kakert said that Hawkeyes doesn't play very much because he hurt his leg this summer, and his leg still is not right. So he only plays a few minutes.
Okay.
Probably just to shoot a few threes, because we noticed he couldn't guard anybody. And I just thought, God, how can he be that bad at guarding people? But I guess it's probably because of his hurt leg. He can't keep up with people. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that till Kakert said it, but
that's good. Kaker's good for that. And I just feel like this team is on the verge. Just like last year when Jan's team was going on the 6-game losing streak in the Big Ten. That ended with Oregon, by the way, after the Oregon game, I mean. But she said that this team was so much closer that people don't see it, but she sees it. And she says the switch is gonna be flipped. And as we know, the only game they lost the rest of the regular season was to UCLA. So they went on a run, to finish the regular season. So, and they almost beat UCLA.
Yep.
They almost beat UCLA. Now they got to go to UCLA. I don't, that I'm going to try to be at the USC game, but I'm not going to the UCLA game because I feel like we have a chance to beat USC, but I just feel like UCLA will be a loss. Yeah, I don't know if anybody in the conference is going to beat UCLA.
We ended the season pretty good until we ran into Jenny Bransack in Oklahoma. And that was an ugly game, but anyway.
Yeah, it was. But you know what? I think they're like top 5 or something like that, aren't they?
They're right in there, 8th or something. So
I think they're higher than that. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oklahoma, they got themselves a team.
Those top 5 teams just never drop because they might lose a game once every 5 weeks, or something. But.
So what it's going to take for 11th ranked Iowa to move up is the teams in front of them have got to start losing, and Iowa has to start winning. I mean, they're winning games. I mean, after all, they are 6-0 in the Big Ten.
Going to take a miracle,
Yeah.
You need Texas. Texas and South Carolina and UConn to lose, Anyway.
Well, this is crazy because the women. Let's just go to this real quick. The women have quite the schedule coming up. I think somebody said if we could go 3-3 in that stretch, they'd feel good about our chances.
I know we're going to play. I know we're going to pretty close right after Michigan State. We're going to play Maryland. And that'll be number 11 versus number 12 in the country, so.
Yeah. Okay. So, I brought up the men's, stupid me. Guys, I'm having little issues sometimes, Here we go. Okay. So we are at Michigan State at home. Then on the 22nd, which is Thursday, we play at Maryland. Going to be tough, guys. Going to be tough. Then we come home 3 days later and play Ohio State at home. All right. Then here we go. We're going on the road January 29th at USC and at UCLA February 1st. Guys, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 games in a row. Dude. So we got 1 out of the 6 that people were concerned about so far.
I just think UCLA, that's a mountain to climb. I ain't saying we can't beat them, but at UCLA, the other games we can win them. We can win any of them, but just have to see how it goes. So
yeah, and then after we get over that gauntlet of 6 games, that's the next 5 games, I should say. We could easily go 0-5. Or maybe 5-0 through that stretch. I doubt it. if we could go 3-2 in those next 5 games, I think we'll be okay. With Maryland and UCLA being our losses, everybody else being a win. Okay, but then they have Minnesota after that gauntlet. They have Minnesota, Washington, and then they got to go back to Nebraska. I honestly hate the fact that we have like 1 or 2 repeat games a season, and it's always got to be Nebraska.
And we kind of consider Nebraska, Lisa Bluter in Nebraska. That was a big rivalry, And
yeah, I get it.
I think even Iowa wants to play them twice, to keep that rivalry hot, But
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Okay,
I think it's good for Big Ten basketball. I think.
Yeah, Cyhawk says Hannah Stokey's coming alive! Explanation: Eddie Deal. Got Kylie Feuerbach defense back, guys. For everybody who was complaining about her, are now singing her praises all of a sudden.
Just takes one game, That's what human nature is like, Dean. It's like when something's bad, oh, you just hate it, you complain about it. And then when all of a sudden something's good, then you're like thrilled, you're like euphoric, But that's human nature,
Yeah.
So
okay, mentioned Bender Freeze because we mentioned Maryland. Addie Deal going home to California. I wonder if she shouldn't have any trouble finding tickets for her family and friends because UCLA and USC don't sell out the games.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure it won't. I'm sure it won't be a problem. So
yeah, going to need Layla Hayes to give some contribution at UCLA. We need some production out of her, like she did early in the season against easy teams. We need for her, to have quality minutes when she goes in. She doesn't get a lot anymore unless Ava gets into foul trouble. But when she's in, we've got to see something out of her. She either goes up too hard or not hard enough or turns the ball over.
Again, she's a freshman like Addie Deal,
I get it.
Journey didn't have a great game this last game, and Journey, I don't know if Journey she was good in about every game, wasn't she? Then she didn't have a great game this last one. And I think it's just cyclical and natural for young players to go up and down. Roller coaster of being a freshman,
Yeah. So anyway, after Nebraska, they go to Purdue, and then Michigan comes to town. Then Illinois comes to town. Then Then they travel to Wisconsin to finish the season. So yeah. So now that was just the women. I know we're talking about the men. Now I want to talk about the men's schedule that I think is a very doable schedule. I was trying to figure out why I went back to the women. And I just wanted to show you, okay? So we're at Indiana. Not going to be an easy game, but I think we can win that. Then we got Rutgers in Iowa City, USC in Iowa City. Then they travel to Oregon, and then they're at Washington. Then Northwestern at home. And then they travel to Maryland, and then Purdue. Okay, of all the teams we got to play Purdue twice in one season. Come on,
that's what
we only play one team. We only play in the men. Only play one team twice. So this year it's Purdue.
Yeah, that's one thing that made me optimistic is we played with Purdue the way we did, and you've seen Purdue. You've seen how big and powerful and a good team they are, Dean. So that makes me kind of optimistic. Like Ben said, we're going to be all right, because that Purdue team, we had to shoot the lights out to play close to them, didn't we? So
yeah, we did pretty good. I think we shot 50% for the game. Okay, so I don't know. I don't understand this schedule with if you're playing 20 games in an 18-team league. In my opinion, that should only leave 2 repeats, but apparently it's Purdue and Nebraska are repeat games, as is Michigan. What the hell?
Well, that makes sense. If there's 18 teams, that means if you played them all once, that would be 17 games. And then you'd play 3 teams twice, add 3 games on, that's 20 games.
Yep.
So the math figures. So
yeah, Journey was a
oh boy,
minus
we
2
get to
when he
play
was in the
Michigan.
lineup.
We get to play Michigan and Purdue twice. Great.
Well, we are. We're playing Michigan twice, Purdue twice, and Nebraska twice. So there you go.
3 of the top 4 teams.
Anybody wants? Anybody wants to play them? Go ahead.
Welcome to the Big Ten, Ben.
That's probably 6 more losses on our record, and we're already at 2-4.
Well, we don't know, but
I said 10-10. We might be 10-10. All righty. Okay, so I'd like to move on to our 2 new signees in football.
Well, we got 3 of them today.
Well, we got another one.
Yeah, we got the long snapper from St. Louis de Smet named McLaughlin. He's a high school kid. He's our new long snapper. We got the wide receiver from SMU, Beachley, who's buddies with Diaz. And we also got the defensive lineman, who I'll pronounce his name for you, Dean.
Thank you.
Alagabatu. Alagabatu. And he's from North Dakota. He's 6'2". I'm good at figuring out names, kind of, except Wetchin. Anyway, he's 6'2", 300, and boy, does he have a good film. And he was a high school teammate at OCO, Minnesota, with Bryce Hawthorne, the guy we signed last year. And boy, this kid is put together, and I like his tape. It's kind of, we don't really know. He either has 2 years left or 3, because his first 2 years he went to St. Thomas, a college in Minnesota, and he was injured and he only played 2 games. He was injured and couldn't play. So one of them years he might get a medical hardship.
Well, his 2 years.
He's got 2 years. And then he played 1 year at North Dakota.
Yeah, I was just gonna say his 2 years at St. Thomas. I think they said he played like a total of 2 to 4 games total over those 2 years. He
redshirted the first year. The second year he broke his foot or something after he played 2 games and had 3 sacks. And then he broke his foot and he was out for the year. So he'll probably get a medical hardship that year. And then this year he played at North Dakota. And so he at least has 2 more years at Iowa, probably 3. And I sure like him. I like everybody we're getting. You know?
He's a transfer person. Our long snapper is a high schooler, right?
Yeah, from Desmet High School in St. Louis.
Okay.
And he will be signing in February. I don't know if they can get him into school in January and just wait to sign the letter of intent. I don't know what the deal there is, but we have 2 long snappers now. We have Speltz and this kid. So
I got a question for you. Maybe somebody knows the answer. Why can't he just enroll at Iowa for the semester?
That's what I said.
And then become official, not be a part of the football team or anything with it until he signs it in February.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think we definitely want him.
I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe he'll just show up in June, which would be all right. I mean, he's a long snapper. It ain't like he's got to know all the plays and every damn thing. And then what was interesting about him when he committed tonight, he put on there the 3 coaches. And that's news that we got a new special teams coordinator, Polizzi. He said he thanked Coach Polizzi. He thanked Coach Brock Sherman, who we all know them 2 guys. Their names were in there being mentioned for the last 2. And the third coach he thanked was Stetson McElravy. And I thought, who the hell is that? Coach McElravy. And here it's Lincoln McElravy's boy. He's an assistant coach at Iowa. Do you remember Lincoln McElravy, the great wrestler? So
yes, I do.
Yeah, Stetson McElravy. I looked him up, and he's probably 25 years old. Of course, he went to the University of Iowa. He played sports at Solon, Iowa. That's where McElravy's got 3 boys, and they all played at Solon, and maybe a girl too. But I thought that was interesting.
So he's some kind of a coach at Iowa, or a advisor?
He's on the staff. Yeah. He's either a grad assistant or I think it said a special teams assistant.
Okay. Well, you also brought up, I was going to talk about the new hire. I have to go do something real quick. Can you kind of continue to talk about these guys that
I'm going to talk about that Beachley kid. You go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have a picture of him, but I'll go ahead.
Beachley is 6'2", 195, but he's got a wingspan of 6'6". He's a wide receiver from SMU. He's walking on. He was a walk-on at SMU. But his high school tape is really, really good. Coach Hackwell really like him with his big wingspan. His catch radius at 6'2" is probably about equal to Vanderzee's. And he's very athletic, was a good basketball player. And anyway, he's buddies with the junior college, the top portal guy we got, Diaz. And when Diaz went into the portal, so he went into the portal too. And I don't think they played high school together, but they're buddies. And anyway, so when Beachley went into the portal, at first he wanted to go play at University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, which was where Diaz was. And then Diaz went into the portal and came to Iowa. In the meantime, Beachley, Arizona State was trying to get him. But he wanted to play with his buddy Diaz, so that's why he's walking on at Iowa, and he's got 3 years left. So,
okay. What's the tail of the tape on him? I mean,
6'2", 195, but you were away. I explained that he has a 6'6" wingspan. Okay. So his catch radius when he jumps up, and he's very athletic. He was a basketball player, like Reese Vanderzee. His catch radius is about the same as Reese Vanderzee. He plays a lot bigger than 6'2". So
can he translate to a Big Ten football player?
Well, I hope so. But he's just a walk-on.
That's what I'm saying. A walk-on. It's almost like they're getting him to fill out the roster.
Well, we don't have hardly any roster spots left, so I don't think that's it. And Arizona State wanted him, so that kind of tells you something. It ain't like the other schools that were trying to get him was, Drake or some little dinky school, so. Anyway, so we got 3 transfers today, and that leaves not transfers because the long snapper's a high school kid. Mm-hmm. That's a good deal. I like that every transfer that we got have multiple years left to play except for Bryce Stevenson, who only has 1, the defensive tackle. So we got a lot of young players, and that means that all we got left, and I think it's going to be finished out here, is we need 2 punters. And most people say the one is the guy from Australia who's also a high school guy. His last name is Everett. And people are thinking that the other punter might be the punter from Simpson, but I don't know why we haven't heard anything there. And the thing we want to look at tomorrow, by mid tomorrow, we'll know if anybody else from the Iowa football team went into the portal. I doubt that anybody did, but they could say, hey, I'm going into the portal at midnight tonight, and then their paperwork might become public tomorrow. But I don't expect anybody leaving. So
Nope. And now they're stuck. Now they got to stay.
Well,
they got to stay. Now if things don't pan out in spring practice, they don't have any reason to jump ship. And remember, Charlie Jones left at the end of spring practice 1 year.
They can still quit the football team and not play. and take a red shirt or something. But most people, like I told somebody today, it was Brad Molly. I was talking to him. The guy from the Villa.
Mole, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I was explaining to him that he said, yeah, we're getting all these young portal guys, but you watch, they'll stay 1 year and they'll be right back into the portal getting a lot of money. And I said, well, that's just not historically true at Iowa. We lose. I think there's only one Big Ten team that lost fewer players this year in the portal, and that was Northwestern than we did, And I think we lost 8 and Northwestern had like 6. So it's just not historically true. Most players like the coaches at Iowa and how they're treated. Most of them only leave when they're getting to the end of their tenure at Iowa and they want to finally start someplace, right?
Mm-hmm.
TJ Washington wants to go to New Mexico State and actually play a lot, carry the ball a lot.
He should be kingpin. He should be kingpin on that team.
Maybe.
Is New Mexico State, are they one of the new Pac-12 members next year?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't think so. But anyway. And then, of course, Jazzy Patterson, he left. And he's seen it as a stacked running back room. And he's going into that'd be his last year. So go get some carries, try to find some playing time, more playing time elsewhere.
I think he went to Michigan State.
I know he did.
Yep. Okay, all righty. I didn't know if anybody knew that.
Yep.
I'm just glad that he'll be gone and graduated by the time we meet Michigan State again.
And then Brad wasn't happy that Entringer left, and I go, well, I said, all I know is we got 3 safeties that cost way less than Entringer costs to keep. And these 3 guys we're getting, their PFF scores are higher than Entringer's. So I think we're fine, So
I got to answer this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello? Yeah, why?
He's muted. Right now, for all you sports fans out there, Minnesota and Nebraska are tied in wrestling at 9. I don't know who was favored in this match, but
it would have been it would have been Nebraska.
Okay.
So it's only 9 each, so they've each won 3.
I would presume. I ain't been watching it really, but it used to be more interesting when they always started at 118 pounds. But now you never know where they started in the weight classes. So
yeah, I thought for sure we're going to start at the the Ferrari, the weight above Ferrari, 170, 194 or something like that.
197.
Yeah, 190. I thought they were going to start there so they could end the match on what was supposed to be the most exciting match of the day. Ferrari.
No.
Anyway, yeah, you guys can always leave comments about whatever we talked about during the show. You can leave it later. Cyhawk just wanted to remind everybody that Alabama wanted Diaz too, in case you're wondering if we got a good wide receiver.
And then our running back we got, Penn State wanted him bad. That ought to tell you something, But were we going to talk about Polizzi any?
What I didn't have time to get information on him. Do you have any information you want to share about him?
Well, I know he played high school football for Seth Wallace at Lake Forest, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was a college, Lake Forest College. I don't know, but Seth Wallace coached him, and then he's had a lot of good jobs.
Hang on for a second. Let me hang on for just a second. Cyhawk, yes, AJ wrestled tonight. Iowa lost the wrestling match like 30-3, and AJ got his first loss of the year in overtime. Right? It was extra inning or extra time or whatever, but he lost 2-1.
Yeah, and he didn't really take any shots until there was 20 seconds left in that third extra period. So
yeah, but that's how he wrestles. I thought he was more aggressive than what I saw tonight. I think sometimes these guys get scared of these guys who could possibly beat him, so I think they get complacent.
His brother's so dynamic when he wrestles. You know, the guy that's at Nebraska.
Yeah. AJ. Oh, AJ. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was thinking of our Ferrari lost. AJ is supposed to be in the lineup tonight. He got cleared of all charges. They dropped the charges against him. Mm-hmm. So everything is cool. Everything I read, he's supposed to wrestle tonight. So yes, I apologize, Cyhawk, for getting the wrong Ferrari. After all, there's three of them. There's an Anthony out there at another school too.
I didn't know which Ferrari he was talking about. I figured he was talking about the Hawkeye, but
I did too at first, and I apologize. And now he's Cyhawk is his brother's.
That little writing on my phone on them messages, I can't read them. So there's no way I can see them. I'm not on some big computer screen or something. So
yeah. I'm on my laptop. This is how I do it. I choose to do it. Then it keeps my phone free for what I need it for. So, okay, guys, I think this is going to be a good place to end the episode tonight. We only did an hour and 16 minutes, but it usually goes quicker when there's only 2 of us and we don't have 3 or 4 of us contributing. But I need to get off and deal with some stuff that's going on. So, I appreciate you guys all watching tonight. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button, share this out, leave some comments afterwards. I mean, I want to give a shout out to Boy because Boy leaves a lot of messages afterwards in the replay. So I give a shout out to him or her, but I assume it's Boy, but he has a lot of common sense things he says too. So sometimes he's on here, sometimes he's not. But I want to give a shout out to him, and I want to check my messages tomorrow to see if he actually heard the shout out. Anyway, shout out to all you guys for watching tonight. At one point, we had 150 of you on here. We're down to 148. But please watch, please subscribe. Go Hawks. And I hope that the men pull out a victory at Indiana. I believe we can beat Indiana tomorrow. We're so freaking close. We are so close to winning those tight ones like that. We're gonna get them tomorrow. I believe it. All right, guys. Talk to you later. And we are not gonna do a stream on Sunday night. You know, we want to watch the women's game, and then
maybe we're
gonna watch the national championship game on Monday. But we'll be back Tuesday next week.
Tuesday sounds like a deal.
Tuesday, we'll catch up with you guys. Check you out later. Bye.